the most common block that they tell people that comes through.
You mean once they're in a relationship, Deb, or when they're looking to get into a relationship?
People, and they're saying, where's my man? And you said that there's a block. What do you think is the most common block?
The most common block that I encounter is insecurity. Is the person that is having the relationship with the other person is their own insecurities and projecting them onto their partner. That's the biggest block.
And I find that my work, it's self-confidence. It's nothing, it's not like I have to lose weight, man. It's that self-love that's missing. And so what advice do the beings on the other side say to get that self-love? Like how can someone do that from their opinion?
You know, there's several exercises that I did for many years that I think are really helpful for people. And it just, you know, like I said, the guides will come in and give you direction. For each person, it's going to be individually different. But, you know, the direction that what I was taught basically is when you completely love yourself, every part of yourself, so if you feel you're fat, or if you feel you're ugly, or if you feel your eyebrows are too long, or you have too many eyebrows, or or your breasts are too small, or and for guys, that they're too, they're not hunky enough, or they're this or they're that. When you overcome all that and you realize what an incredible being you are that lives within you, and you let go of all that, and you start to love yourself for who you are, and as you are, you start to radiate that out, and you start you become like a honey, like honey to a bee, and you start to attract a lot of different people to your life, and then you can be choosy and picky as to who you want to spend it with, who you want to spend that time with. So that's one of the key things, like we're talking about the same thing. You're talking about somebody that's insecure, or somebody that basically, somebody that is not self-assured. It's because there's parts of them that they're not feeling, complete with, at one minute, in love with, and some people go, you can't be in love with yourself. Well, why not? This society teaches us the opposite. It teaches us hate. It teaches us, since we're very, very young, our parents usually talk down to us. They don't tell us that we're these incredible, beautiful beings. On the contrary, we get told all this negativity, so we need to reprogram that and realize who we truly are as a not only as a human being, but as a spiritual being. And once you have that realization, and that was the turning point for me, is that once you realize and you accept yourself as you are and who you are, then you can have some dramatic changes happening in your life. And and what happened to me is that I was in such a high state of oneness, if you like, with the universe, with myself. I was totally happy being on my own, like I am now. Didn't need a partner. Really didn't feel like, okay, I there wasn't that need that. That's when people show up. When there's that need, and when there's that craving to be with somebody, that desperation. That's usually when either the wrong people will show up, or nobody will show up, and you'll be more like a deterring magnet than an attraction magnet. It's really interesting how the universe works, and it's really interesting that when we surrender and we actually let go, and we let, and we just allow, and we're in this state of receiving, it's amazing what comes into our life, as opposed to being in that state of, I need. If there's a need for you to partner up with somebody, really question that. Where is that coming from? Is it coming from a place of wholeness within you, or is it coming from a place of lack of limitation? A place of where you feel empty inside. If you feel empty inside, you're going to attract another empty person into your life. If you feel full, and you feel, ecstatic, and you feel like you're a complete whole person, you're going to attract another complete whole person into your life, or many, depending on your energy. So that's really what I've experienced, and that can only come from my experience. Now, when I've done consultation with people psychically, that's pretty much what the guides come in and talk to people about. If they're already there and they're in a state where they do really love themselves and they're really in a complete state, And then they just basically say, wait for the tower of the universe to bring you the right person, and you'll know when that person shows up.